Hey everybody, my name is Kelsey Robeson and I lead the kids ministry here at Veritas. If you're watching this video, that means you've signed up to serve on a Sunday morning and we are so thankful for you.
I'm Caroline Oldberg. I'm the V-Kids coordinator, which means I'll be your main source of communication. If you have any sort of scheduling questions, any kind of volunteering questions in general, you can contact me. Like Kelsey said, this ministry would not exist without you guys. We are so thankful for you. And so we wanted to make this quick video to show you what a normal Sunday morning might look like for you as a V-Kids volunteer.
Let's get started. First and foremost, we do ask that you guys get here 15 minutes before your service starts. This is because we have parents who get here early, and if there are parents that are volunteering elsewhere, they definitely come early, and we don't ever want there to be a moment where a parent's trying to drop off their kid and there's no volunteer in the room.
All right, so first thing you're gonna do, you're gonna find this table. It's gonna be to the left of the V-Kids doors. On the table is an iPad. It should look something like this. You're gonna enter the last 4 digits of your phone number. And then your name should pop up. There might be some other names, just find yours. Go ahead and select the checkbox next to your name. Select check in one person. And your name tag should print right out. It'll look something like this.
After you've checked in, you can go ahead and head back to your classroom. Depending on which age group that you're serving in will dictate how your Sunday morning will look. So if you're an infant through 2-year-olds, really you're just hanging out with them and keeping them happy while their parents are in service. If you are in 3s and pre-K, you will have a Bible story, some questions after the Bible story, a coloring page, and then a memory verse and a worship song. If you're a classroom leader, you will know all of that ahead of time, so you'll be able to kind of run the classroom. If you're just a regular volunteer, then you can depend on your classroom leader to lead the way. Kindergarten through 3rd grade does the same thing. So they have an activity before we go to large group. So the coach or I will bring you to large group and we'll have our story and some worship, and then we'll head back to our classrooms and you'll have some questions or an activity to do there. 4th and 5th grade does their own thing. They hang out in the classrooms for a little bit. They watch the so-and-so show together, and then they split guys and girls and go over some questions or do an activity there. The one thing we do want to remind you guys is there should never be a moment that you're alone with a kiddo, whether that's in a room or taking to the bathroom. We do follow what's called the rule of 3. So please make sure you are with a kid and another kid or another volunteer so you're never alone with them.
All right, so when service is over, parents will come to pick up their kids, and we do have a checkout procedure for when this happens. So a kid's name tag will look like this. You're gonna see their name in the top left corner, and then the service time and room that they've been checked into. Some kids will go to 1, 2, or even 3 services. If they're checked into more than 1 service, you will see all of those service times listed. And then something super, super important. So on the kid's name tag, you're gonna see this code in the top right corner. When parents come to pick up their kids, they're gonna show you a little slip. It will have the same code as the one on their kid's name tag. So when a parent comes and they say they want to pick up their child, make sure you take this and you look at the kid's name tag, and those 2 codes need to be the same. After you've done that, there's gonna be a roster in your room. It's a piece of paper with all the kiddos' names on it. Have the parent initial right next to their kid's name so we know that that kid has been checked out.
If you guys ever have any questions or need anything extra during a service, for example, you need help taking a kiddo to the bathroom, or you've got a room with just lots of crying kids and you need someone to hold one and walk them in the hallway, or really just if you have any other questions, we do have a role. There will be a volunteer called a coach every service. They should be walking up and down the hallway, making sure that everything's okay. So they're your go-to person if you need something. Okay, lastly, in between services, so when you are done, would you please make sure that the room is pretty picked up for the next service? And if you are the last service, so if you're serving 3rd service, would you please make sure that the chairs are up on the table and everything is pretty cleaned up? Thanks so much for watching this video. We can't wait to have you a part of the Veritas Kids family.